Hampton food editor for Hampton Roads Magazine and executive editor for Virginia Wine Lover Magazine. You know, until not so very long ago, no kitchen in the American South would be without a coffee can or a coffee mug full of bacon drippings in the refrigerator. That's right, that wonderful creamy amalgamation of the drippings from when people would cook up bacon in the morning, and they would use that, scoop it out, in cooking all day long for a variety of reasons. Now we're going to fry up some bacon, and we're going to use the drippings from that for a hot bacon dressing, and we're going to drizzle that on some arugula and top that with some wonderful sea scallops. That wonderful flavor from the bacon, hot and nice, against the flavor of the arugula, nice and peppery, and those sweet sea scallops that we're going to sear on each end. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. So why don't we go ahead and let's get cooking. All right, I'm at the stovetop with Janine McDougall. Janine is a culinary student at Culinary Institute of Virginia here in Hampton Roads. What we're going to do first is we're going to heat some peanut oil to a smoke point. So Janine is going to pour that in. We've got the stovetop on high, and we're going to let that come to a very high temperature. We're going to just wait until we start seeing a little bit of whiffs of smoke come up from the top, and then we're going to add our scallops, which we've already seasoned simply with just a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't want to overcrowd the pan, so Janine is going to add 3 of these nice, large, plump scallops. Cook these for 1 or 2 minutes. We don't want to move them because we want that nice golden crust to develop. Then we'll flip them over and sear the other side. They're turning out perfectly. Notice the golden brown color that's coming up from each side of the scallop. The key to a good scallop is not to overcook them. Janine is going to turn them and will sear them for about the same amount of time. Janine will now take them out and put them in an oven-proof plate to keep them warm in a 200-degree oven while we do the rest of our scallops as well as the bacon dressing. Janine is going to cook the chopped up bacon, render the fat from the bacon to make sure it's nice and crisp. The bacon is crisped up really nice, and Janine is going to take the bacon out with a slotted spoon so we can use the drippings and use that as the base for our dressing. Meanwhile, these bacon crumbles are going to accent the top of the salad along with the scallops that we're holding in the oven. So now we're going to put in some onions, and we'll let those saute for 2 or 3 minutes until they become translucent. Now we're going to add some minced garlic. Garlic burns quickly, so we're only going to put it in the hot fat for about 15 or 20 seconds. Then we'll remove it from the heat and we'll add some apple cider vinegar. Then some nice Dijon mustard, which will add some complexity and some depth of flavors. And finally, some salt, some pepper, and some sugar. Stir everything to make sure it's all dissolved. Now the dressing is ready, and we're going to toss our arugula in it, and then we're going to finish off the rest of the salad. Alright, so everything here is ready to put our salad together. We have our wonderful peppery arugula here, and we're going to put a nice serving of those onto our plate. And then we're going to add some of that wonderful dressing here. This has turned out so nice. Just look at that rich color. We're going to drizzle that all around. And all of those wonderful flavors of the bacon, the onion, the garlic, the Dijon mustard, the seasonings. Just beautiful. Then we're going to put some of our crispy bacon on top. And then we have our wonderful scallops that we've been holding in the oven, so succulent and moist and sweet. And so now our salad is finished. Take a look at that. That wonderful peppery arugula, the sweet and sour dressing, the moist, delicious succulent scallops, and that crispy bacon. Now this is something very special. Check out this recipe and more online. And also, until next time, bon appetit.